Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggars Woodshop video podcast for this April of 2021. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome. Thank you for joining me here, and thank you for inviting me into your homes or laps or hands or, well, however you happen to be viewing this program. As you can clearly see, we're doing something different. Yes, we're actually recording the way I want to record. Now, I don't have a good microphone stand at the moment, but that's okay. We're still getting things worked out. As I mentioned last month, we had a computer coming, and that computer is here. Take a look at this image. Yeah. It's a behemoth. That image you're seeing is actually what we shot for the thumbnail. Just, that is not a Photoshop image. That is not a forced perspective image. That thing is that big. It's huge. Oh, boy. Yeah. So I want to thank Alan, my friend Alan, once again, for sending it up this way. And I also want to thank Alan, your parents. Once again, I did thank them before I left their place, and I'd like to thank him again. So we have the new computer. I'm experimenting and playing around and having a good time with the thing, and only have to relearn one program all over again, but that's not a problem since we have an updated version of it. I also want to talk about something that should be the number one thing in every shop, and that's safety. Yeah. Safety is a big thing, and it should be a concern in anyone's shop. I still have Norm Abrams' safety speech drilled into my head. And when I get the Beggars Woodshop going the way I want and do it with all the setups and everything I need to do, that safety speech, well, maybe not Norm's safety speech, but a similar version of my own will appear. Why I bring this up now is because I actually have had 2 incidences. And as a result of the second one, I have said no more using the table saw on the shopsmith. Why? Well, fortunately, I caught the first time this happened on camera. Take a look. Yeah, not pretty. I didn't get to complete the cut, and we had what they call kickback. There was a binding between the blade and the piece and the fence. Now, that's an older fence, older style, and the other thing, as you can see in that video, I'm actually far to the side, and that's because I don't have the proper safety guards for this particular model. There is one for this model. I think it was made primarily for the Mark V 500. I just have a Mark V Greenie. It's from 1954. So, yeah, okay, that was crazy. I did get hit a little bit in the side. Wasn't too bad. The piece, thank goodness, it did not hit the vehicle that was behind me. It hit the ground, broke, and part of it went under the vehicle, and the other part went to the side of the vehicle. And that's not my vehicle. That's my neighbor's vehicle. So, thank goodness, nothing serious. I was still able to use the wood, mostly because it was not one of those pieces of wood that was essential to be perfect. It was just something rough to be put together that actually just hangs in the garage here. Just very rough build. The second time was last week, and I don't know if this will appear on camera or not, but I did get a picture of it just in case. Right there. Right there, there's a bruise and a scratch. That time was from a piece of 2x4. And the piece did break, oddly enough, along the grain, so it had a unique cut. And after that, I said, okay, I cannot use this table saw. It's not safe. I need to upgrade to the 520. So, crazy. And I bruised in two places on my arm. There was let's see, I'll show you again. There was up here by the scar, and then there was down here, a little further below. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera. A little difficult to show. But, yeah, I was hit, and the piece of wood went flying, hit part of the house, and then disappeared. I could not figure out where it went. I'm like, where's this piece of wood? Then it hit me, and I started to close this garage door behind me, and the piece fell down. One hell of a landing. I'll tell you, if it hit the opening to the framework of the door and land on top of that garage door, that's just incredible. So I will not be using the table saw until an upgrade is done, and that's primarily to the table saw itself. I do have a saw guard. A lower saw guard. I don't have the upper, I have the lower. And that saw guard does not fit. It's meant for 510, 520 Mark 5s or a Mark 7. The older Mark 5s, no, and that's because the gap between the, what do you call it? Basically the piece that the two poles that hold up the main table and help you go up and down for height adjustment. I can't think of the name, and I know you could leave it in the comments and scream at me like, it's called this, stupid! Well, okay. But until those upgrades come, I'm not using the table saw. As for that saw guard, I use it for the disc sander, because it also has dust collection, and that's a huge improvement. But, yeah, that's what's going on with our whole setup there. Yeah, I think that'll cover it. I better stop before I continue rambling, and because I am recording this on a very bright Monday, but I better stop before it becomes a very bright Tuesday. Okay. Oh well. Well, once again, our podcast comes out next month. It will be back on the regular schedule this time, the first Saturday of the month, which escapes me right now what it is. I will put it though on our Facebook page when it's coming out, and our GoFundMe, of course. Link is in the description below, so go check that out. And in the meantime, I will see you next time right here on the Beggars Woodshop.